Thank you for joining us here tonight at the D-Bark. I am your host, Jason Stevens, and I am joined by Paul Alegbalea. Our first matchup tonight is our very own women's basketball squad, the Mohawk Mountaineers, taking on the Redeemer Royals. It should be an exciting home opener for the Mountaineers as they're taking on their division rivals tonight. And no matter what sport it is, baseball, volleyball, basketball, curling, anything, Redeemer and Mohawk, they always seem to have exciting games. And in this case, for the women's basketball squad, it seems that Mohawk has gotten the better of them with a 13-2 record. And will tonight be another victory under the Mountaineers' belt, or will this fact only fuel the Royals to take them down with a victory? Time will tell.
It's looking like a very competitive game tonight, Jason.
I couldn't agree more with you. Now, I think the stage is set. We actually have a very full crowd here tonight, considering that we're here at the college game, and it's beautiful. Should be a lot of fun here. I think tonight's going to be a great game.
Yes, I'm expecting a lot of energy.
Agreed.
A lot of good plays. Only time will tell.
Yeah, exactly. I couldn't agree. Now, tonight we're going to be highlighting one of Mohawk's own, Sam Pockernick. Now, she is actually the all-time leading scorer for Mohawk in terms of points. She has been absolutely killing it, and this is her 4th year. And she has apparently not stopped in terms of this category and taking all the points and just running away with it. Now, they have started the season 0-2, so they are hoping to bounce back with a victory tonight. It should be an interesting matchup against the Royals.
Wow. All-time point scorer for Mohawk.
I know, it's incredible, isn't it?
It's incredible, and
I know.
Let's see what she can do tonight in terms of the scoreboard.
I very much agree. Now, any moment we should have our tip-off.
Yeah, I will be running forward. I have to run this board out there.
And now we're going to go through our starting lineup for Mohawk, and we have Sam Pockernick, Grace Mahler, Beth Minielli, Haley Davis, and Rachel Wanzen. All right, and Redeemer has won the tip-off. However, Mohawk has taken possession as it has gone out of bounds. And here's Sam Pockernick inbounding. Mahler coming to the floor, back to Pockernick. Holding it, good ball movement by the Mountaineers tonight. You can see they're passing quite a bit. Pockernick moving in. Up for the three-pointer, and it's good. First points of the game.
Great three-pointer by the Mountaineers.
Excellent. Moving in, down in the point, and it looks like we have a foul, and it's going to be going against Mohawk tonight.
Oh, things are not looking good on the Redeemer side.
At the moment, no, and that's one of their star players, Toby Brinkman, that's down, although she appears to be back up at the moment. Redeemer has the ball and inbounds, and a three-pointer is up, and it is good.
It is clean.
And Redeemer's answer back with another three-pointer to make the score 3-3. Moving in deep into the key. There's a scramble for the ball in the middle. Mohawk comes up with it, and a two-pointer in the key is good. And that's Mahler with another 2 points already. Martin is up with the shot, and it is no good. But they do end up getting the rebound here, and it's back. Mohawk up the center court. Sam Pockernick with the shot, and it just dribbles out of the net. Black Shane moving fast up the court. She dishes it out to the side for a three-pointer, and just out, but Redeemer gets the rebound, and they end up coming back with a two-pointer.
Let's go!
Mahler hands the ball off to Pockernick, but is intercepted by Angelini. Oh, and then we have a steal from Mohawk, and they're going to be moving the play back up the court. Back up the center line to Minielli. She dishes it inside for Sam, and she puts it up, and another two is good. we do have a foul going against Redeemer at this point. Couple fouls already here in this game. Moving on the inside down the baseline, and it's out of bounds, and it will be Mohawk ball. Pockernick starting the play on the outside, dishing it out to Maller. Trying to move inside, but is taken down.
5 seconds on the shot clock.
Moving towards, and he gets fouled. And she's going to be heading to the free throw line. Excellent ball movement by Mohawk to start the game here. They're really keeping the pace going and moving it around. And the first free throw is good for Pockernick. And the second one is good too. Redeemer will be taking the ball back up the court. We have Angelini trying to move fast, but we have a foul on Snyder. That will be her first foul of the game. Inbound to Turner, but getting double teamed by two defenders and moving it inside to Andreas. Going up, and there's a hard foul underneath the basket. The Royals will be moving to the line for the first time tonight. And I believe that is the second foul on 24. And she will be coming out of the game. For now, not permanently.
For now.
And the first free throw attempt is a miss, unfortunately.
And the second one is clean.
Absolutely. Okay, Maller starting to play, keeping it on the outside. And another three-pointer is up. And it's off the basket, but Mohawk does retrieve the ball. Looking to move inside with it this time, goes up.
8 seconds on the shot clock.
It is out of bounds, but Mohawk ball. All right, just before the shot clock is out, Redeemer gets the missed shot, but it's out of bounds, and Mohawk's ball. 9-5 in our game so far tonight. Been an exciting one, heavily scoring so far.
We've seen a lot of plays by Maller.
Absolutely, yeah. She's been keeping the pace up for the evening.
Yes, sir.
No shortage of shots, and we have a nice pick there. Getting the ball deep inside, and we have a shot from the outer rim, and it just bounces out. That'll be out of bounds, and it will be Mohawk ball. And we can really see the intensity tonight with this rivalry. Both teams are playing hard so far.
Very, very hard, and we're seeing a lot of action, a lot of competitiveness on court.
Absolutely. Both teams, they want this game. You can really see that Mohawk wants to keep that streak alive with a 13-2 record against the other team. And we have it inbounds to Maller. Looking to shoot and goes up, but it's out. Rebounded once again by Mohawk and out of bounds by Redeemer again, and it will still be Mohawk ball with 12 seconds left on the clock. Swanson inbounds to Maller. Seeing a lot of time right now with Maller. Getting it deep inside.
Shot clock.
Oh, gets it up just in time. Redeemer's back up the other way with the ball. Looking to put it inside. Great dish in the middle. can't get the shot away. The next one goes up, but it is a miss. But Redeemer gets the rebound and scores another 2. Excellent persistence by Redeemer that time.
They are just good at catching those rebounds.
Absolutely. We have a few substitutes coming in. We have Coverdale, and we have Guanzin still in. I think I might have mixed up who was coming in and out at that point.
It happens. It happens, Jason.
Repost, catch it out!
Going deep inside, off the glass, but it unfortunately bounces out. Redeemer still with the rebounds underneath and is fouled underneath the baseline. She'll be heading to the line for 2 free throws.
Let's wait and see what Royals can do with the free throws.
It just bounces out, and this is their star, Toby Brinkman, that we had mentioned earlier. In her last game against Humber, she ended up scoring 9 rebounds and 22 points in that game. Led the team in points. She is not the only Brinkman that happens to be on this team, too. She has 2 sisters, Lucy Brinkman and Samantha Brinkman, all of which who are on the Redeemer Royals.
So it's a family sport, family game.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Absolutely.
Redeemer getting it in.
Setting up for the play.
Tons of pressure from Mohawk, too, down low, but they do end up getting the steal and going back up the other way, maybe, but getting double teamed. Underneath the basket, wide open shot, and and it just bounces out. And Martin is heading back up the court, going down low to Bowman, and there's a fight for it on the side, and there is a scramble, and it will be Mohawk's ball.
55.
Lots of hard work going on tonight.
Absolutely. Very intense game.
Super intense. That intel that we got about these 2 teams being rivals is definitely not falling short of our expectations. I can tell you that for sure. Simmons along the outside gets the ball in, and that would be Davis that gets fouled underneath, and she will be heading to the line for 2 free throws. Oh, I was wrong about there being free throws, but that is a kick ball, and it will still be Mohawk's ball. And up for 2 points, and it's good. Shaking and baking down the court, but is fouled. Just crossing the center line by Kayla Simmons.
Triple, run triple. Hey, coach, run triple. Run triple.
Redeemer will be looking to make a play here. They are unfortunately down by 4 points. And that's an offensive foul there. Mohawk will get the ball and go the other way.
Seems like Mohawk is really holding it down with the defense.
Absolutely. They're making their stops when it counts.
Yes.
But still having pressure in the defensive end here. Oh, but a great pass. Gets them over the line, and then we have Rachel Guanzin up for the pass shot, maybe? Getting it inside now. And it's up and it's good. And that's 2 points for Guanzin. Excellent work. More pressure from Mohawk's defense here. Not letting Redeemer get any ounce of breath, but a great pass down low, and there's another 2-pointer for Redeemer. Excellent work by them tonight. Moving the ball is key for, I think, both teams, just keeping the momentum going and getting their shots at the right times.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Mohawk getting the ball down low and a great bucket.
Great bucket.
by 22, Brooke Turner. Jessica Angelina gets it up to Toby Brinkman. And a three-pointer falls not short, but long, but they do end up getting the rebound and another shot. And another shot goes off, and with persistence, they manage to get the bucket for 2. But Mohawk is fast, moving the pace back up the court. And it will be Redeemer ball. Looks like the Royals got a hand in there, trying to get a pass down low.
The Mountaineers seem to be playing a very intense game tonight.
Absolutely.
Really pushing forward.
Yeah.
However, they need to make sure that the Redeemers don't get those rebounds.
Yep. The rebounds are very key for them tonight. We have a foul on the floor. And that will be another foul on Guanza. Maybe her first foul. The first free throw is made. And the second one goes down too. Mohawk moving the ball back up the court. Kayla Simmons keeping it along the outside, looking to pass. Makes it down to Guanzin, passes it back out to Haley Davis. Moving it along the baseline, moving towards the basket. The shot goes up, but the basket is no good. Redeemer comes up with the rebound, is heading fast up the other side of the court. Moving deep in there, and there's a foul on Simmons, and the bucket counts, and we will have one free throw. And with that basket, it has tied up the game as well.
And we seem to have a sub for Simmons.
Simmons has come out. Miliani has entered the game again. Oh, almost comes up with the steal, but it's knocked out of bounds by Guanzin. Getting the ball to Angelina. She keeps it, but moves it to the other side for Lakshane. Underneath the basket. Another out of bounds, and it will be Redeemer ball again.
2 seconds.
A lot of second chance opportunities for Redeemer tonight.
Yes.
2 seconds.
We do have 2 seconds on that shot clock. And they just do not make it.
Okay.
Great defense by the Mountaineers.
Excellent. But there is a foul on the floor. And Redeemer will be heading to the line once again. And we have Mallard coming back into the game. Toby Brinkman is heading to the line for the second time tonight, and she makes her free throw once again. And the second one just dribbles out, and Mohawk gets the rebound. Pockernick looking for someone to pass to, has Mallard come up the side. We have Davis out on the outer rim. Mallard bringing it inside. And the basket is up, but it is no good. Mallard's chasing it down. The shot clock resets. Oh, but unfortunately a pass goes wide, and it will be Redeemer ball.
Timeout, Red.
Alrighty, and that will be Redeemer's first timeout for the game. No shortage of fun in that first section of the first quarter there.
Yes. We're seeing a very, very, very competitive game from both teams tonight.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we can also comment on the fact that both teams here tonight, one of them in terms of Mohawk, they're mostly a rookie squad, so they were on the starting lineup tonight. We had 2 first years.
Wow.
2 first years making their very own start in the home opener for Mohawk, whereas with Redeemer, they're a very, I wouldn't say very, but more of a veteran crowd.
Yeah, it has its its benefits as well, because those first years they're always willing to compete, and I think
Absolutely.
bring something into the game.
And you can see the fire inside with rookies.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're fighting for that chance to make it to a championship game. It is the start of the season, so this is where those beginning plays start to actually make their impact.
I'm seeing a great amount of shots by Mallor, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
She seems to be holding down the court really well.
Yeah.
Just throwing in those threes anytime she gets.
Yep, she's putting it up, and she has made quite a few tonight. And her ball movement is also keeping the Mohawks scoring up as well. We have a very tight game here. 16-15 in favor of Redeemer. They did end up taking back that deficit that they gathered early on in the game.
Let's see if Mohawk can bring it back in towards their favor.
I think they can. They have the talent for it, that's for sure.
Yes, sir.
We're starting off Lakshane, passing it over to Martin to get it across court. Back to Lakshane. She's looking on the outside court, and we have a 3-pointer up, and it just goes off the rim, and that's Mallor moving it back up the court for Pockernick. Moving inside, the move comes back in, but it's no good. But Mohawk does get the rebound again, and there's a fight for it under the basket, and it will be a jump ball. And Mohawk will be taking possession of it for the first time. Mallor looking for anyone down low, gets it. The shot is no good. Shane moving it back up the court, looking to go under the basket. Dishes it outside, and the 3-pointer is up, but it's no good. Mallor almost grabs the rebound, but Redeemer gets it. The basket is up, and Redeemer another offensive rebound on the other side, and we have a foul against Mohawk. Brooke Turner with the foul this time. First free throw is up, and it just bounces out. We have a substitution coming in. Otong will be entering the game for the first time tonight. Late in the first quarter, we have Mallor and Pockernick both taking the ball up the court. Mallor dishing it outside, bringing it back to Otong. Ooh. And Mallor almost loses the grip, but ends up bringing it back. Losing time on the clock. Going up with it, the shot is off the backboard. And we have a foul. And that's Otong with the rebound just coming into the game. For the third time tonight, Toby Brinkman will be heading to the free throw line. The first shot is up, and it's good. And the second one comes out, and Mohawk grabs the rebound. Mallor coming up the court with only 8 seconds left on the clock. Moving back outside. Looks like she's going to be taking this one on her own. Just dishes it out to Otong, and the basket is up, but it's no good. And that is the end of our first quarter, as Redeemer leads the game 18-15 in a very exciting first quarter of our matchup tonight.
Very, very exciting. We really thought that the Mountaineers could, take that early lead and turn it into something, but the Redeemers really just catching the ball back and putting it towards their favor.
So yeah, Redeemer coming back under that deficit that they had, and Mohawk, although it is a very close game, ended up giving more points. And here you can see a lot of action going up under the basket here, a heavy foul. And that was And that was Snyder right there.
You can definitely see it. Those skirmishes at the bottom of the net, probably the greatest detriment to the Mountaineers.
Yep, and every time there's a lot of action going underneath those baskets.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I think Mohawk will be looking to push the pace again here in the second quarter.
Absolutely.
Every time they move the ball, every time it goes from the outside to the inside, they seem to get a play going. But the the Royals, excuse me, every time it's under the basket, they pulled off a lot of offensive rebounds in that first quarter. So Mohawk's going to have to do a lot to fight underneath the basket to get those rebounds and eliminate those second chance opportunities that they've been getting.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's probably going to be the one thing that the Royals want to take advantage of, because it seems like the Mountaineers have very little control under the basket.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you. And we could see Redeemer's star player, Toby Brinkman, getting a lot of points in that first quarter. She was underneath Mohawk's basket a lot, getting a lot of points, getting fouled a lot, making it to the line. This ends up putting pressure on a Mohawk team when it comes to the end of the quarter, because anytime there's a foul, there will be free throw shots that are awarded to the team that gets fouled.
Absolutely.
And as we're about to get started in our second quarter here, both teams will be assembling any moment.
Looks like we're off.
Yep, and Redeemer starts with the ball, and that's Shane moving it down low, but I think it had gone off the fingertips. Oh, no, it looks like it will be Mohawk ball. And we have Otong inbounding to Mallard.
Mallard controlling the pace. Giving it to Buckner.
Oh, and that's Mallard for a three-pointer, and it's up, and it's just off the back of the rim. Now it's Jessica Angelina with the rebound and moving it back up court. Down to Martin. And the bucket is up, but it's no good, and Mallard comes up with the rebound underneath the basket. Mallard off to Otong. She's keeping it around the outside. Getting Pockernick up at the top of the key. Minielli back to Pockernick, looking down low, and we have a foul on Redeemer. And that will be on Angelina. Not a Schuling foul in this case, and they're not in the penalties, so Mohawk will be inbounding. Getting the ball down low to Zinkowicz, and the bucket is up and it's good. Strong move under the basket, and it just comes out of the rim, but getting the rebound once again. 2 extra chances underneath that basket, just what we were talking about earlier, Redeemer getting those extra chance opportunities underneath the rim. We have Zinkowicz with the shot, but it is an air ball. And but Mohawk ends up coming up with the rebound, but loses it once again. And we have a foul on Mallard this time. And Martin comes out of the game, and subbing in is Bowman. Getting the ball into Angelina, and she will begin the play, almost crossing that center line, and there it is. Gets it to Brinkman down low. This is Lucy Brinkman, Toby Brinkman's sister that we had mentioned earlier. And she will be heading to the line for the first time this evening, almost taking after her sister earlier, who went to the line 3 times in that first quarter.
Absolutely.
And she will be shooting 2. The first one is up, and it's no doubt. is good too. Mohawk moving the ball up the center court. We have Pockernick. Dishing it out to Minielli, who takes the shot, and it's good from downtown. And that's a three-pointer again for Mohawk here tonight to tie up the game at 20. Oh, and a hard contact, but no foul. But we have a kickball going against Redeemer, and it will be Mohawk ball. A lot of action near the sideline. It looks like we had some people kind of diving everywhere at that point.
Absolutely.
Mallor moving the ball up the center line, gets it over to Otong. He dishes it back out to Zinkovic, who goes down low, but the pass is interrupted by Redeemer, and they retrieve the ball. Angelina almost loses it, but gains control. Toby Brinkman dishing it out to the side for a three-pointer, and it just goes off. Excellent hustle there by Bowman. Tried to keep it in bounds, but it ended up standing on the out-of-bounds line, and it will be Mohawk ball again. Good ball movement again by the Mountaineers here tonight. Pockernick with a strong move inside, but it ends up getting blocked, and Redeemers are coming back down the other way.
That's a good action.
Mallard's starting to play up. Otong looks to shoot, but doesn't, and decides to pass instead. Mallard making a strong move inside, dishes it out for Pockernick, puts up the three-pointer, and it's good. Another three-pointer here for Pockernick tonight.
Yes, sir.
And we have a three-pointer for the Royals that ends up just bouncing out. Mallard gets the rebound and goes up the other way, dishes it to Otong. He dishes it back out to Mallard for the three-pointer. Just outside. The Royals owning every bit of that rim tonight, getting all the rebounds. Strong move on the inside and is fouled. And that foul is going to go against Zinkovic there. Sending Toby Brinkman back to the line again in the second quarter. And the second one is good for a tie game. We have some substitution coming in here. We've got Martin coming in for Brinkman. Pockernick getting it started on the outside. Moving it around. And the shot is up, and it's good for three.
Pockernick really throwing in those threes.
Yep, the Mountaineers taking it right back with a three-pointer. A strong move on the inside, and they are fouled by him. Ooh, actually, it looks like it's an offensive foul on Mohawk. Or just out of bounds. I couldn't really tell. Mallard moving it up, dishes it out to Pockernick. Moving inside, puts it up. The bucket is no good, but she will be heading to the line for two free throws. And the first one is up and just rims out. Now, despite Mohawk having the lead this evening, this is one of the very few times that they've actually been to the line tonight. Angelinas making a strong move inside, but pulls off. Ends up getting stripped away
We want a solid defense.
And up
by
to
Mountaineers.
Pockernick on the inside, and the bucket is
Pockernick.
good. Excellent work by Mohawk there to take that ball back and put it up the other way.
Just what we were asking to see.
Yep. Need more harder defense, and another steal on the Mohawk end again, and they take the ball back. It looks like they're up in their defense at this point here in the game. Out to Snyder, who moves it over to Davis. Out to Maller. Maller with a move inside, dishes it out to Pockernick, who takes the shot. The bucket is just off the rim. Oh, and the ball is down, and we have a foul. We have a foul on Mohawk, and that goes against Minielli.
And it seems like we have a sub for Pockernick.
Yeah, Pockernick will be coming out for the first time tonight.
Yes, sir.
Excellent work so far by Pockernick in the first start of this game here.
Absolutely. Just really dunking those, really, I should say, dropping those threes.
I would love to see a couple dunks tonight.
Absolutely.
Maybe we will, who knows. Oh, and we have a ball stolen on the other end. Looking to move it back. Minielli goes inside, dishes it out to Maller, fakes the shot and goes up and puts the ball off the basket, off the backboard, and it's good for two. Deemer hard the other way, brings it inside. The layup, the shot is wild, and it just goes out of bounds. May have been blocked by Mohawk. And we have Brinkman coming back into the game. She'll be coming in for Bowman. Move inside to Brinkman, who goes off the glass, but it's no good. Maller gets the rebound, is going fast the other way. Dishes it inside, and the bucket is good. And that's Guanzin with the two there.
Really strong play by Minielli.
Yeah. And we have a three-pointer here by the Royals, and it's good. And that's Angelina from way downtown. Almost Dundas. Mohawk not letting up on the gas, though, bringing it strong back inside. Maller with the ball, getting it in. Takes the shot. Back out to Maller. Time's running out on the clock. She puts it up. Mohawk gets the rebound, and the bucket is good for 2 points. Mohawk sticking with it that time, getting the offensive rebound and putting it down.
Absolutely.
The shot by the Royals are no good, but we have a foul in the play. It's going against the Royals. That's again number 13, Olivia Torrey. Maller moving it up on the outside to Snyder, keeping it in the three-point range. Not moving it in yet. Good ball movement along the outside for the Mountaineers. Maller back with it. Starts her drive inside and gets blocked by Brinkman. A lot of contact on that play, but doesn't get the call. The ball's out of bounds, and it will be Royals' ball this time. We got a couple Mountaineers coming in. We got Coverdale coming in, and Brooke Turner. Angelina making her way up the court, dishes it inside, but Mohawk almost comes up with a steal, almost again.
Nice
Royals-
recovery by the Royals.
Yeah, the Royals ended up sticking with that one and keeping the ball in their possession. Deep, deep three-pointer that ends up in an air ball, and that will be Mohawk ball. Swanson back up the court, who gets it over to Snyder, who puts it up. The bucket's no good. She followed her shot, almost got the rebound, but Mohawk gets the rebound or the steal. Rebound steal. We have a foul on Mohawk there. And that's Brooke Turner with the foul, and it will be Redeemer up with it the other way. pass down low to Brinkman, who dishes it back out. Martin with the hard move inside, sticks with it, gets the rebound, puts it up, and it's good. Guanzin back up again, dishes it out. Shot fake. Dish back outside to Guanzin with the three-pointer. Excellent ball movement by Mohawk that time. Keeping the Royals off their toes. They weren't sure exactly where the ball was going that time, and they were able to get the good bucket from the outside. Mohawks back up. Guanzin with the ball on the outside. He dishes it out. Another three-pointer. Air ball, and it will be Redeemer ball. With only a minute left in our first half. Mohawk has an exceptional lead right now, leading 37-29. They really bounced back from that first quarter after being down by 4 points.
Absolutely. Seen a lot of great defensive plays from Mohawk.
Yeah, a lot of steals down low, and they've limited the offensive rebounds for Redeemer as well.
Absolutely.
Staying aggressive on the glass. Guanzin we have dishing it outside to Minielli, who gives it off to Coverdale. An outsider, keeping the ball. Time's running out on that clock. She's going to have to get it up soon. The ball is up, but it's no good, and that will be the Royals' ball.
Looks like we have a sub. Looking like Lack Shane will be coming in. Or, pardon me, Waltell will be coming in.
Yeah, Jessica Wattell, number 5, coming into the game. Do you have a count on the number of fouls that we have for the players or no? I know, they're having... And Guanzin is moving it fast up the other side of the court here. Underneath the basket for Minielli, who gets fouled underneath. Who will not be heading to the line, but they do receive possession of the ball underneath the basket. Coverdale gets it inbound, but the shot by Pockerneck was up, but it was no good. We have Martin coming fast up the court, trying to get it off before the half runs out.
And just not able to make it.
Excellent work by Mohawk there. Hard defense underneath to limit Redeemer to the 29 after the first half with an 8-point lead for the Mountaineers.
Yes. Just everything that we had talked about just before. It seemed like the Mountaineers came in and brought that action. A lot of great defense plays.
They came in and listened to our advice, and they came back hard. Now there were a lot of hard fouls in that first half.
Absolutely,
sure there.
absolutely.
And a lot of times that Redeemer went to the line, we had Brinkman go to the line at least 4 times in that first half.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And here we can see Martin going up under the basket and getting fouled hard in that first quarter. No shortage of difficult and gritty play underneath the basket. And here's another instance that we have where Brinkman, and that, to be specific, that would be Toby Brinkman heading to the line. A lot of hard plays by both teams. They're keeping this rivalry up and going.
Yes. But we have to commend the grit that these ladies are showing us tonight.
For sure.
A lot of body-to-body action, just making sure to hold down the line or push up when they need to.
Yep. Redeemer both keeping it hard at both ends of the floor.
Absolutely, absolutely. It seems like we're getting a very intense game from the Redeemers. They seem to be holding it, those rebounds down time after time after time again, and really rushing in for that ball on the.
You bet. And after that first quarter, when Mohawk fell to Redeemer, they ended up coming back in the second quarter, taking the points back and taking that lead 37-29, outscoring their opponents.
Absolutely.
We had a lot of great movements from Maller in that first quarter, as you can see here, as she puts this basket up, a very difficult shot from a tough angle. And back at the other end of the court too, this is that hard work that we were talking about from the Royals, getting underneath the paint, getting those rebounds back when it counts.
So let's see if both teams can, hopefully replicate that magic.
I don't think we're going to have any shortage of hard play in this second half here, so
Absolutely.
we'll see how it goes. And Mohawk keeping that pace up again. Maller keeping it outside to Pockernick, who puts the shot up, and it goes in for the two.
Pockernick again with that.
Yep, coming back at the second half here, just keeping that point streak going. And we have a three-pointer deep from Redeemer coming back at the other end of the court. And we got it dished inside, down under to Angelina, who ends up getting the bucket. Maller looking underneath for Pockernick, who just lost the ball but ends up getting it back and the rebound. But we have a jump ball, and possession will go to Redeemer this time. Constantly a fast-paced game here tonight.
Absolutely.
We have Black Shane coming down the court, looking for Brinkman underneath, who gets it underneath the basket for Bowman, but ends up losing the ball, and Mohawk is back down the other way with Pock. Puts the ball up, but it just falls short, and Redeemer gets the rebound. Black Shane getting a bit of pressure here from the Mohawk defense. We have a deep three just off the front of the rim, but Redeemer comes up with the rebound underneath, and we have a foul. The bucket is good, and she will be going to the line for one free throw.
Absolutely.
And that foul is against Zinkovic, number 11 there. And we have number 11, Bowman, going to the line for her and one free throw. Let's see if she can make it count. And the bucket is up, and it is good for the three-point conversion. A little bit of confusion on the Mohawk side that time as to who's coming in and out, but it gets figured out. And Maller will be up with the ball down the center of the court here. Looking to start the play, dishes it out. A hard move out, down inside, dishes it back out again. Pockernick inside, finds a lot of Redeemer defense down in the middle, and we have a jump ball, and this possession will be going towards Mohawk. Got Snyder inbounding the ball, gets it down low. Good move inside towards Pockernick, who will be heading to the line for two free throws.
Pockernick really just jumping right into that paint.
Yep, and they needed to after Redeemer came out early with that three-point conversion at the beginning of this half.
Pockernick up for a first throw.
Yep. First one's good. Pockernick leading the charge tonight for her team in terms of points. Non-stop, and the second free throw is good as well.
Absolutely. Really showing her title as the all-time point shooter.
Yep. We can find that that hard work is definitely coming from somewhere down here. And there's Redeemer up the other side of the court with a basket. Maller moving up the center court. Keeping it on the outside. Snyder's moving the ball, dishes it out to Minielli, who puts it up, but the basket's no good, but hard-fought rebound there. Back out to Maller. Pockernick moving the ball, gives it out to Maller again, puts it up. Off the glass, and the basket is good. Tough shot from that angle.
Maller really showing that she can shoot from any type of angle.
She's got the angle. She had that one in the first half, 2 off the glass. I think that might be her specialty. A three-pointer here by number 22, Angelina, for Redeemer. Not letting off the glass. It's only a 4-point game now.
Talk to each other. Come on.
Maller's moving inside, finds Pockernick down low off the glass. She gets fouled and will be heading to the line. This will be her second trip to the line in this half.
And it looks like Guanzo will be coming in for the substitution, replacing Maller.
And the first one is up and it's good. I think Mohawk's going to be pressing in the second half to get to the line more than they did in the first half. It seemed as though Redeemer sort of edged them out in that category. And their second shot is up and it's good. Redeemer a little careless with the ball down in their end, but ends up coming back with it. Lackshane moving the ball, going inside, driving, makes the move. And we have a foul on Mohawk. And Lackshane will be heading to the line for 2 free throws. The first one just misses that. And the second one is up, and this one misses too. Great opportunity for Mohawk now. Guanzin moving up the front of the court, looking for somebody, finds Pockernick on the outside. Oh, we have a little bit of a scramble in the middle, but we have Guanzin open on the outside. Flips it back out to Pockernick for the 3, but it's an air ball. And Mohawk can't retrieve it, and it will be Redeemer ball. Angelina moving the ball up the court. Lots of pressure coming from Snyder here. Brinkman with a pick. Doesn't end up losing her, though. Brinkman with the ball at the top. Gives it over to the Lackshane. But the shot is no good. Pockernick with the rebound. Gets it up to Guanzin. And we have a foul on Redeemer. Guanzin down low. Back to Guanzin, who makes the drive on the inside. And we have a travel on Guanzin this time. Took a few too many steps there. Unfortunately, couldn't make her way to the basket. Angelina with a lot of pressure in their own end this time. Snyder keeping tight the whole time and ends up getting the steal. Back up the court. She ends up going for the layup, and a hard foul by Angelina.
And she is down, unfortunately.
Yeah, Snyder appears to be hurt after that one. That was a very hard foul. We're going to have to see how the refs call this one, whether or not it's going to be a flagrant foul or just a regular foul. Looks like it will just be a regular one for now. She will be taking 2 shots if she can come up and manage. That was a very hard foul underneath the basket.
Let's just hope she's doing all right.
And you can see there, she goes down in a heap. It was a very, very hard foul by Angelina. She may have been frustrated after that steal, losing the ball at the center of the court and coming back at the other end. Just a lapse in judgment. Hoping she can get up okay.
Coaches seem to be talking to their players, probably trying to just, make sense of everything, that all the commotion that's just gone down on the court.
Yeah, it's evident that you kind of have to regroup after a play like this.
Absolutely.
You never want to see one of your players go down, and it's a tough thing to watch.
Still seems like okay. She seems to be getting off the court.
All right.
Making that Schneider making that victorious walk to the line.
Not allowed any footage on injuries.
So we have
And it looks like Simmons has come into the game. She will be taking the free throws for Snyder, who unfortunately had to come out after that hard foul. And the second shot is off, but Mohawk does retrieve the rebound, and Pockernick is on the outside, dishes it inside to Davis, who takes the shot, and it just rattles outside of the rim. You can see, oh, and excellent work there by Mohawk to make the steal in the other end, and once again getting the ball back down low. And it looks like we're going to have a foul on Toby Brinkman here. Mohawk keeping the pressure nonstop. And that will send Davis to the line here. Looks like she's going to be taking 2 free throws.
That's 3.
3 free throws? Sorry, was that 3 on? And the second one goes up, and it's good too. And that was Toby Brinkman's 3rd foul, and she will be coming out of the game for now. We have Hughes coming in. And Hughes will be taking it up the court. Mohawk once again keeping the pressure at center court here, trying to see if they can make any kind of mistakes happen. And a dangerous pass, but Redeemer does keep the ball. The layup is no good. Mohawk has the rebound, is coming fast up the end of the court.
slowing down the game, trying to put themselves in place.
Exactly. Guanzin slowed it down at the center there, but an excellent block by number 23, Samantha Brinkman. Guanzin's at the top of the court there,
5
dishes
seconds
it
on the
back
shot
out
clock.
to Simmons. Oh, and a difficult
wonderful
shot
play.
there by Pockman. But she ends
Wonderful
up making
play.
it.
Faulkner really just going in for those plays, making sure that she puts it in the paint.
Absolutely. And we had a nice feed there by Angelina down low to give Redeemer another 2-point basket. We have Simmons along the outside, getting the play started, dishing it out to Pockman. Pockernick. Pockman.
It looks like an out of bounds
Yep.
for the Royals.
Mohawk did get the ball back. We have Simmons inbounding the ball. Tries to take the shot. The ball squeaks out and Guanzin ends up getting it, puts the layup up, but it's off the glass and it's no good. And we have an offensive foul. Or out of... Regardless, offensive foul out of bounds, it will be Redeemer ball. We have Lakshane coming up the center court. A little bit of pressure laid off this time by Mohawk. Looks like they're going with still the man-to-man defense. Oh, we have a foul on Pockernick. The basket counts, and there will be an extra shot for a 3. That's Angelina heading to the line. And she cuts their lead down to just 5 now, as we're just over halfway through this third quarter here. Guanzin taking the ball up, dribbling, finding Pockernick inside, who dishes it out to Simmons, bringing it back inside. Gets fouled underneath. The bucket doesn't go, but she will be heading to the line for 2 free throws.
And it looks like we're getting a sub.
Yeah, Bowman's coming in for Brinkman, Samantha Brinkman. Got to be specific with these Brinkmans.
Yes.
You got 3 of them out there. It's tough to know which one's which if I don't say.
Absolutely.
The first free throw was up. That was good. Simmons with her second now. And this one just dribbles out. Redeemer looking down court. Gets it down. Careless pass, and Guanzin picks it off. She's heading towards the basket. Passes inside. Oh, and it's out of bounds. Fortunately, Zinkovic, couldn't hold on to the ball that time.
Absolutely. And we have 2 subs. It looks like we're going to be having Turner and Snyder coming in.
Oh, it looks like, yeah, we have Snyder coming back into the game. Oh, maybe not. Wow. No, it's not Snyder. Coverdale.
Thank you for that there.
Guanzin moving it, dishes it outside to Simmons for the 3-pointer. It's up, and it's just off the front of the rim, but Mohawk gathers the rebound underneath the net and still keeping it there. Coverdale dishes it out to Guanzin, who puts it up, and Mohawk gets the rebound again. Great offensive rebounding by this team. And we have a foul on Mohawk now, and it's going against Brooke Turner this time.
Let's go, Griff. Here. Now you make it. Let's go, Griff. Now we make it. Let's go.
Lots of intensity in this third quarter again here.
Absolutely. And it looks like Minielli is going to be coming in for Turner.
And there's a free throw by Lakshane, and it's good. And the second one's up, and it's just off the front, and Mohawk gathers the rebound. Up to Coverdale, who keeps it along the outside, slowing it down, but a great pass on the inside, down to Zinkovic. On the outside to Guanzin. Fakes the shot and moves into the key, who dishes it out to Coverdale. Moving in. Oh, but Redeemer comes up with a steal and is fast coming down the other end. Bowman up with the shot just off the front. But they do, and it looks like Mohawk has come up with the rebound, and it will be a jump ball. Let's see who possession's going to this time. And we have a timeout by Mohawk. A lot of fast pace this time.
Absolutely.
And what do we have here? Mohawk's up by 3 points late in this third quarter. No one's running away with this by any means. There's been tons of flip-flopping in terms of the score change.
Yep. And I think we've just seen just a game of back and forth almost from these two teams.
Yep. Non-stop. Both teams, just as the quarter is wrapping up, need to regroup. A little timeout here.
Absolutely.
Mohawk wants to make sure they finish strong in this third quarter leading into the last one.
Absolutely. Looks like Mohawk does have a somewhat good rhythm right now. And they'll be looking to bolster that and take that to the next level.
And here we're going to take a look at the foul underneath the basket here. And this is the scramble that Guanzin ended up taking cover of.
And we are gearing up for this continuation of the third quarter.
And the possession of that jump ball did end up going to Mohawk, and Coverdale is inbounding it to Guanzin. He's moving up the court, goes along the outside, gives it off to Simmons, who's making a break for the basket, but loses the ball slightly, and it comes out, and the three-pointer is good by Goet. Excuse me, that was number 15, Minielli. My apologies. And it looks like it was only a 2-pointer. 2 corrections that time.
And it looks like we have a sub for Simmons.
Yep, we have Maller coming back into the game.
Absolutely.
See if she can keep up that fast pace that she had in the first half. Did an excellent work of moving the ball around, giving her other teammates opportunities. And it looks like we have a foul on Lack Shane, just as Mohawk was making the steal. And that will send Coverdale down to the line for a free throw. First free throw just dribbles out. And the second one dribbles out again, and Redeemer comes up with the rebound. Martin, a lot of pressure down low, and we're gonna have a foul on Zinkovic there. Some tough defense turned into a foul this time, unfortunately.
And it looks like we have a substitution again.
Yep.
Hancock is going to be taking the place of Zinkovic.
And now that both players are in the penalty bonus at this point, that will send Bowman to the line. She misses her first free throw. And Bowman up for her second free throw, and it's good. Cutting the lead down only to 4 now. 2 minutes left to go in this quarter. Mohawk's going to do their very best to keep this lead heading into the last one. Guanzin keeping the ball on the outside for Minielli, who puts it out to Coverdale. And the shot is up, and it's rebounded by Redeemer, but she's taking a lot of pressure underneath the net. Manages to break 3, and that's Martin moving down. Back down to Martin again. Angelina puts the shot up. It's no good, and Coverdale comes up with the rebound. That pass almost intercepted by Redeemer there, but it ends up just going out of bounds.
And it seems that...
Yep, Pockernick's back in. Maller moving it hard to the inside and then dishes it out to Coverdale. Brings it outside to Hancock. Maller getting the ball back, driving inside. Puts it up, but it's just off the back of the rim, and now we have a scramble underneath, and it's stolen back out by Pockernick. Goes up, and she's fouled, and she gets the 2-point and the foul.
Wow.
Hard work there by the Mountaineers to keep it on the opposite end.
Absolutely.
And that's that grit and determination that they needed near the end of this third quarter here to go in with good momentum into the fourth.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Pockernick up, and it's good. And one. Angelina over to Lack Shane, keeping the ball moving along the outside. We have Martin putting it in, and it will be Mohawk ball as it's out of bounds. Mohawk might be trying to slow it down here. Maller setting up the play, finds Pockernick down low with a no-doubter underneath the basket. Excellent work by the two stars.
Maller and Pockernick just showing us what excellent team.
They seem to flow together. They always find each other some point, and they're just playmaking.
Absolutely.
And as we can see here, Pockernick and Maller again. Once again, Maller with the assist.
Got 40 seconds on the clock.
Oh, we have a steal down low again by Mohawk. Maller, and she just loses control of the ball to Redeemer. We have Bowman along the outside who finds Lack Shane, and back underneath the basket, who's going to be fouled, and she will be shooting too. And that's going to be on Maller. be heading to the line for 2. And Lucy Brinkman's first is up, and it's good. All of the Brinkmans showing their tenacity in tonight's game.
Absolutely.
All of them making it to the line. Cutting that lead down to 9 here. Looks like it could be a good lead for Mohawk heading into the final quarter.
They have a strong momentum right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And anything they can do to drive that up will be their benefit.
Oh. Yeah, they're going to have to keep up that intensity going into the final quarter. And Redeemer will have the last shot, but it ends up getting blocked by Mohawk.
Wow.
And heading into the last and final quarter, we have Mohawk up 59-50.
You know, Pockernick is just...
I know, she's killing it this
She
game.
has just been a force to be reckoned with.
A non-stop force.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's been a non-stop force for Pockernick, and Mallard just keeping that intensity going, and they're just feeding off of each other. So as you can see, that's Pockernick at the beginning there with the free throw, and here's another hard foul. And that's Martin getting fouled down low on the Mohawk side.
You know, these skirmishes, they have just been telling of the intensity that's been going on this game.
Been tons of these here, just people diving everywhere.
Absolutely.
A lot of aggression underneath the basket, and that's what it's going to take to win this game.
Absolutely.
You might want to slow down the pace, I think, for either team if you want to build. You know, it's going to be tough to take down Mohawk's momentum at this point. They're up 9 going into the last quarter. It's a tough mountain to climb, but...
You know, and it's definitely possible for them to, for the Royals to climb back up. They're just going to have to, you know, maybe take it back to that first quarter where you have them, you know, going in for those rebounds and catching Mohawk off their feet.
That was Redeemer's best quarter. They did outscore Mohawk in that one, and they will have to find those elements that they had in that quarter to actually come back and make something of this game that seems to be slipping away in the second and third quarter.
And that right there is just the amazing teamwork that we've been seeing from Pockernick and Mallard. Just throwing from all sorts of angles.
There's been no shortage of it. They're not selfish with the ball where they're just putting up every shot. They're giving it to their teammates. They're giving anyone who's got an open look an actual shot, and that's why they're winning this game.
Absolutely.
These two playmakers moving the ball around, making sure that Redeemer is just not on their toes. They don't know where it's going at any time.
Yeah. But you know what? In light of the Redeemers, Angeline has just been showing a great amount of plays today.
She has been having a lot of touches on the offensive side and on the defensive side too, getting those rebounds wherever she can.
Yeah.
And look who starts out this quarter too, and it's back to Angelina. Moves it out to Toby Brinkman on the outside. Looking down low, finds Martin, who gets the bucket. And that's the way Redeemer wanted to start this quarter if they did want to mount a comeback. And it looks like Mohawk showing no sign of slowing this game down at all, moving it quick. Out to Pockernick on the outside, who puts up the 3, but it's just short. But Mohawk does come up with the rebound. Mallard dishes it on the outside. And it looks like we do have Snyder back in the game at this point. Mallard down low, puts it up, but it's no good. And Redeemer's coming fast down the other way. We have Lackshane with the ball, who finds Brinkman down low. Brinkman puts it up and gets fouled, and she will be heading to the line for 2 free throws. Hard work.
Absolutely.
The Brinkmans, they're always in there somewhere. It's always 1 or 2 or 3 Brinkmans in and around a play.
Absolutely. A family game.
Yep. Toby's found herself at the line again tonight, hoping to cut down the lead to, could have been 7, but now if she makes the second one, it will be 6 points that they would cut the lead down to. And the second one's up, and it's good. A great start for Redeemer in this part of the half.
This is exactly what we were hoping to see.
Yep. We thought we would see some momentum carry over from the third quarter for Mohawk.
But the Redeemers are trying to prove something.
I think so. An early foul here against Bowman. Here we go. Maller's moving it up the court. Finds Pockernick outside. Up to Davis, who finds Maller again. He puts it out to Pockernick, puts up the three, and it's recovered by Mohawk again on the offensive side. Down low, and it's blocked, but it will be Mohawk ball. Great block by Toby Brinkman there. Snyder's got to find somebody open. Ends up finding Davis, and we have a hard foul. It looks like it's going to go to Katrina Martin on Redeemer. Not in the penalty this time, so Mohawk won't be heading to the line. We have Maller along the outside, puts it out to Pockernick. Shot clock dwindling and the shot is up, and it's no good. Redeemer hard fought for that ball. Moving the ball up fast along the court. Ends up finding Bowman along the outside. Back over to Martin. Finds Brinkman down low, who puts the shot up, and it's off the glass, and it's good. Cutting that lead down that was at 9 at the beginning of the quarter, now down to only 4.
Looks like the Redeemers are really eating into that Mohawk momentum.
They haven't scored once in this quarter. Oh, and Redeemer gets the defensive rebound and ends up getting fouled. Hard foul in the corner by Mohawk. And it looks like it's going to go to Snyder. Once again, I think it could have been another one of those frustration.
Yeah.
Let's have another look at that play there. Maybe later. I thought it was coming in at this time, but we might have replay later on.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, Lackshane. She's going to be starting off with the ball on the outside. Moves it over to Angelina. Puts it way on the other side. Lackshane gets it again. Heavy ball movement by Redeemer this time. Gets it back inside to Angelina. And the shot goes up and it's no good. And we have Mohawk ball. Or Redeemer ball. Yep, Redeemer's going to get another chance to knock down that lead a little bit more. Brinkman down low. She ends up finding another basket for herself, and that's a 6-0 run in this quarter for Redeemer. The Royals absolutely cutting out that momentum that they found in the third quarter. Guanzin with the ball on the outside. Maller gets it on the other outside. Goes down low. Guanzin tries to get it up, but the ball gets blocked. Tries to save it. And she threw it off of Brinkman's leg, I think, and ends up regaining possession. Only 5 seconds left on the clock at this point.
Girls, point 5. Point 5. No foul.
Mohawk's going to have to do something fast here.
No foul.
Guanzin gets it out to Pockernick. She's going to have to get it up quickly. And the shot clock ran out, and it will be Redeemer ball. Mohawk just can't seem to find an answer for this offense that's coming from Redeemer at this point. And off the inbound, we're going to have a foul on Brinkman again.
No. Just one of those times where whatever the official says goes.
Yep.
The ball landed in her hand, and then she got undercut.
Looks like Maller's pushing up.
Yeah. Maller keeping the intensity going. They need to find an answer for this offense that's lacking here in the fourth quarter. Pockernick just can't find a basket.
Yeah.
No one from Mohawk can buy a basket in this quarter this time, unfortunately. Angelina stops with the ball and kicks it out to Lackshane, who's going to put up a deep three-pointer. Mohawk comes up with the rebound, and Maller's moving hard inside. Finds Pockernick underneath, gets it out to Guanzin, who dishes it out. And the three-pointer is up. And there we go. We got a three-pointer by Mohawk. Finally scoring in this fourth quarter here.
Great pointer by Davis.
Seemed as though Redeemer was just running away with the points in this quarter, but they managed to find it.
Let's see if Mohawk can turn that energy into something.
They'll have to use it, yeah. Have to use momentum. Unfortunately, it's only one shot, but you have to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to find momentum in the most unlikeliest of places at this time in a game.
Absolutely.
Because you know that Redeemer wants to come back and win this game, especially being down 9 going into this quarter. And a very deep three-pointer. That one was not only from Dundas, watered down.
Wow.
Way downtown.
Wow. Just the Brinkmans, what can we say?
Yeah. And we're going to have a jump ball this time. Possession. Possession's going to stay with Mohawk here. Guanzin will be inbounding the ball. He gets it into Minielli, who keeps it on the inside. Down to Zinkovic, who puts it up. And she will be heading to the line for 2 free throws. And that foul will be on Katrina Martin. First of 2 free throws. First one's up and it's good. And the second one's up and it's good, and it's making it now a 2-possession game in favor of Mohawk. Very tight game here tonight. And Brinkman's down low again. A great move underneath and manages to get the basket. And they're not going to let off the pressure here, now with only a 2-point game. So we're halfway through this fourth quarter. Careless play by Mohawk. Pockernick can't come up with the ball, and it's going to be Redeemer ball. Martin's moving the ball up the court, turns up the gas and is going straight for the basket, and the layup is good, and we have a tie ball game. Halfway through this fourth quarter, Redeemer was down. It was 9-point lead that they had going into this fourth quarter, and they managed to come back. Mohawk, Pockernick up, and we have a 3-pointer.
Pockernick's going to be looking to just throw in those baskets.
That was a clutch play.
Absolutely.
We have a little bit of confusion on the floor here about timeouts, who's got timeouts. Looks like there's not going to be a timeout called. We have Martin in to Lakshane, who's going to be bringing it along the outside and back to Martin. Martin down low to Brinkman. He puts the ball up and it's good. We're only down 1 point now. 4.5 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter. Maller bringing it down the inside, looking for somebody, finds Pockernick, who drives, dishes it back out, and we have another 3-pointer. Excellent ball movement by Mohawk there at that point. Minielli with the 3-pointer. Late in this fourth quarter, manages to give Mohawk a 4-point lead. And we've got a foul. And that's going to send Martin to the line. And the first one's up and it's good, making it a 1-possession game again.
Unfortunately, it looks like Zinkovic has 5 fouls.
Oh, has Zinkovic fouled out of the game?
Yes, she has. And now she's being replaced by Davis.
These fouls could be the deciding factor late in this fourth quarter here.
Absolutely.
And the second one's up, and it's now only a 2-point lead by the Mountaineers. Mohawk's going to have to do everything they can to hold this lead to the end of the game with only 4 minutes left. Finds Pockernick down low. He puts it up, and it's good. But Redeemer's fast back up the other end of the court, and a careless pass, and it's picked off by Mohawk. Pockernick's back up the center of the court. Might be looking to slow it down. He dishes it out to Maller. Maller on the inside. Gets it back. Drives on the inside. Unfortunately loses it, and that's an intense steal by Redeemer. Only one person back. Black Shane goes in, and it's up, but Mohawk does get the rebound. Mohawk needs to regroup here. Take it slow. You don't want to rush and give away a ball at this time with only 3.5 minutes left and a 4-point lead. Pockernick's found down low, ends up getting fouled, and she will head to the line for 2 free throws. Good patience by the Mountaineers that time. They really wanted to find a good opportunity instead of just hoisting up any kind of a free throw that would leave Redeemer with a good opportunity to go back and get this game closer.
Absolutely.
And it looks like we're going to have a timeout on the floor.
Whew. This has been quite the game.
What can we say about this game? High-scoring game, high intensity. Everything's going great.
Absolutely.
Mohawk's
However,
up.
we do have a lot of fouls on
True.
both teams.
That's true.
It's looking like Zinkowicz's number 11 is going to be out of the game.
Yeah, she's fouled out of the game, and it does appear that Toby Brinkman has 4 fouls as well.
Absolutely.
She's been their key player tonight in both intensity, rebounds, points. She's been at the line numerous times tonight. So many times, we can't even count.
And just at the call of that timeout, we also have another 4 fouls on Angeline.
Angelina's also got 4 fouls, so it's...
And she's been quite the player as well.
Yeah.
She's just really been holding it down with a lot of threes. So at this point, it is looking like, we don't know what to expect from
We really don't.
these two teams.
Foul management will be key for both teams at
Absolutely.
this stage of the game, seeing as we've seen so many on both ends of the court.
We are 3 minutes into the
3.5
quarter.
minutes left. It's been a whirlwind of a game.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't be surprised if this game headed to overtime.
Let's wait and see.
Both teams are so evenly matched.
Yeah.
Pockernick looking to extend the lead to 6 points. And the first of 2 free throws is up, and it's good. And the second one's up, and it's good too. Pockernick just leading the offensive force for Mohawk here tonight. Oh, and a turnover late in the game.
Wow.
That is costly for the Royals at this point.
Absolutely. They're going to want to keep their eye on Pockernick because
She's on point. She's starting to make her shots. At the beginning of the quarter, nothing seemed to drop for her, but then she found her groove and she was right back in it. Coverdale dishes it out to Pockernick. He finds Snyder, and that's a 2-pointer. Looked like it was close to a 3, but I guess her foot may have been on the line. A careless pass by Redeemer again, and Mohawk picks it off. Coverdale finds it, ends up finding Snyder at the top of the key, who finds Pockernick on the outside, and there was no doubt that was going in. The way she's been shooting the second half of this 4th quarter, you knew that was going in. And now we're right back where they started. Redeemer down by 10. Only 2.5 minutes to go in the game. And we have a foul. Looks like it's going to be going against Mohawk. And that will send Brinkman to the line again for another set of free throws. Toby Brinkman. Once again, got to be specific with the Brinkmans.
Absolutely.
And the first one's up, and it's good. Only 2.5 minutes left to go in this game, and if they want to find any kind of a way to tie this game, they're going to have to turn it up now. An 8-point lead with 2.5 minutes to go is going to be a difficult hill to climb, but it can be done.
Absolutely. We just want to make sure the Redeemers want to be careful just because of those fouls. When things can get so very intense, you don't want to send your key players out.
They can't be giving away careless fouls or careless turnovers at this time in the game. You really have to keep it tight. And Pockernick down low. She ends up getting
Seconds
blocked,
on the
and
clock.
Redeemer comes up with the ball. Black Shane moving fast down the other end of the court, who sends it off to Brinkman. He's going to be moving it inside, but dishes it out. And we have a foul. And that will send Brinkman to the line again.
So it seems that Mallard is going to be coming in and subbing in for Snyder.
Yeah,
24.
Snyder's coming out. Brinkman is unstoppable at this line tonight. And she's been the driving force for the offense for Redeemer. Who manages to get her second free throw in that set. Mallard moving up the court, finds Pockernick all alone underneath the basket, and she puts it up for 2. And the lead is back up to 8. Time dwindling now for Redeemer as their final seconds are counting down even faster. But Brinkman is not giving up at this point as she puts up another layup underneath the net. Mallard and Pockernick owning the court. Brinkman nearly gets a costly foul there late in the game. This is the point in time when Mohawk is going to be slowing it down.
Absolutely.
You want to slow down this pace, eliminate mistakes, and just drain out the clock at this point.
4 seconds on the shot clock.
Mallard tries to move it inside, and the shot clock. A little bit of confusion on the floor. And it's going to be Royals ball.
And it looks like we're going to be getting a sub. Lonzo is going to be coming in. And Carverdale is going to be coming out.
And Brinkman's all alone on the other end. Puts it up, and she gets fouled once again, and will be heading to the line. This is her 3rd or 4th time going to the foul line in this quarter alone.
And she has just been very consistent in hitting those free throws.
Yep, she hasn't missed. And the first one's up, and it's good too. The Royals driving offensive force, finding that free throw line at any chance she can get. The first one bouncing off the rim, off the backboard, and goes in as well. She just can't seem to miss. Just over a minute left. Mallard carries it across the center court. Passes it off to Guanzin, who dishes it out. Pockernick. Mallard almost gives it away, but manages to find it. And Brinkman with a great steal at the defensive end. Black Shane bringing it up the court. He finds Brinkman once again down low, who puts it up for another 2 points. And it's now only a 2-point game in this ball game.
Wow.
That comeback, they were up by 10 with about 2.5 minutes left to go, and they managed to scrape back and turn it into only a 2-point lead.
Well, you know
Mallard's all alone underneath the basket, and she puts it up, but it's no good. But they do come up with the rebound. Oh, and we have another scramble underneath the net. And it looks like we're going to have a foul this time. 25 seconds to go in this 2-point lead for Mohawk. Toby Brinkman will be heading to the line once again. What was that we mentioned earlier about potential overtime? This could be happening.
And Jay, you seem to have predicted it.
I don't know, man.
Predicted it perfectly.
I haven't done this many times either. But right now, Brinkman has the opportunity to tie this game. Just another free throw, and the one that needed to happen, she ends up missing. 25 seconds left on the clock. Down to 20. Mohawk just has to keep possession and hold this ball. And Mallard gets fouled at the top.
Anything that Malik can do to just extend this lead would be tremendous and huge for the Mountaineers right now.
If she can manage to get this second one, that will require Redeemer to get a three-pointer. And it's up and it's good. She's got ice in her veins late in this game with only 13 seconds to go.
Wow.
Man, I'm sweating over here. This game's crazy.
These ladies are at war, and it's a close game.
This rivalry has proved nothing short to be an exciting game.
Absolutely.
Looked like Mohawk was leading into this fourth quarter with that momentum, and right at the very start, Redeemer managed to get 6 points right away, and none for Mohawk at that point.
Yeah, but then you see how Mohawk found their groove, they found their pitch, and they were able to just mount another tremendous comeback.
And here we can see Brinkman going to the line time and time again. She's been an offensive force that's just been unstoppable. But here we can't deny that Maller and Pockernick combo.
Yeah. Just they have shown that tremendously great teamwork, just being able to shoot from any angle. And Pockernick
she seems to be flowing anywhere around the court, no matter where she is. She's always in the middle of some kind of a play.
There she goes.
Pockernick down low again, even action underneath, and she was moving, managed to make that very difficult throw.
Yeah.
And with only 13.7 seconds left to go in this game, looks like it will be Redeemer ball here. Katrina Martin will be inbounding. Finds Angelina. Angelina, they got to move quick with only 10 seconds left to go in this game. And down by 3, they're going to need a 3-pointer.
5 seconds on clock.
And that's going to make it
3 seconds. And it looks like it's timeout for Mohawk.
82-81 and timeout Mohawk.
Wow.
I mean, Redeemer, it's going to be difficult for them to kind of make a play with 3 seconds left to go, and Mohawk has the ball. So they're going to need a turnover right off the inbound and have to hoist up a shot.
Yeah. It's looking like just to the wire at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to find out. Oh. I have no idea. There is no shortage of intensity here late in the fourth quarter.
Absolutely. Everyone's tuning in, making their last-second plays. You got to put everything.
And the crowd is absolutely on edge. Everyone's buzzing here. They even have those thunder sticks going.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, like I said earlier, we're going to have Redeemer, if they want a chance to extend this ball game, they're going to have to get that inbound pass right away and immediately put up a shot with only 3.1 left to go on the clock. All Mohawk has to do is retain possession of this ball and not lose it. You don't want to have a turnover at this point. It looks like we're going to have Minielli bring it in. And she finds Pockernick on the outside, and she gets fouled with 1.4 left to go, and that will send her to the line.
This is definitely what the Redeemers did not want.
No. Dwindling. Opportunities are dwindling at this point.
Absolutely, especially with a very strong shooter like Pockernick.
Yes. The one person that Mohawk wanted to get the ball to, they ended up doing it with Pockernick. He was outscored. Our score, she has her at 37 points tonight.
Yeah.
Could be a little less, could be a little more. Now it could be at 38. One more here would give Mohawk a 3-point lead. And it's good. And we have a timeout by Redeemer. With 1.4 seconds left on the clock, all they can hope for is a quick pass and they're going to have to put up a three-pointer right away.
Yeah.
With that timeout, they do end up getting to half court,
Yeah.
which will cut down the distance a little bit.
But it's really going to take a miracle for the Redeemers to make it back.
Stranger things have happened in sports, but I do agree.
Absolutely.
It will be a tough one. I can tell you, I'm on my edge. I'm on the edge of my seat.
I'm telling you,
Fans in the
Jay.
back there, they might be too.
You know what? I guess everyone's just looking for a good game.
Yeah, and you know what? Everyone found that good game here tonight.
Absolutely.
What started out as a rivalry in our eyes, and then it ended up just becoming a back-and-forth game, lead changes from quarter to quarter.
Yep.
At the end of the third quarter, it seemed as though Mohawk was going to be running away with it with a 9-point lead, but that ended up getting shut down right away. They were coming back hard.
Clear intensity on the faces of all the Redeemer players.
And as we're about ready to come out of this timeout here, Redeemer will be starting the ball in the Mohawk end, so they're going to have to get this pass off quick and a shot up right away. And it looks like we have Angelina who gets the tip, and the shot went off of the clock, and Mohawk wins. And that is their first win of the season.
Wow.
What a crazy game we had there, and the final score was 84-81 Mohawk over the Redeemer Royals. I don't know. There's not much we can say, but that was an exciting, exciting game.
Absolutely, absolutely. Seemed like the Redeemers just, couldn't put it off at the end.
They had the intensity at the beginning of the fourth quarter. They got those points in there, and they managed to come up with some points and keep it tight at the very end. And here you can see, here's all the hard work and determination that came from both teams here tonight. And that was Katrina Martin down low that put up a basket off the glass.
And
tremendous work from Snyder here. She did go down, unfortunately, that time, but she managed to come back late in the game to support her team.
Just a real hard worker.
Yeah.
And what can we say about Parker? She has just been incredible.
She was
Almost dropping.
Constantly scoring, nonstop. It was incredible.
Almost
hard
dropping.
work.
40 points.
Yeah,
Insane.
nearly 40 points that night.
But 39 to be exact.
Yeah, that was good. And here we can see Pockernick just making opportunities for herself nonstop underneath the basket.
Yeah.
And Toby Brinkman, once again, another unstoppable force that seemed to be on Redeemer's side.
Absolutely.
She went to the free throw line countless times.
Yes, and we can definitely see that she was also the second highest scorer of the game.
Yep.
Shooting a nice 23 points.
And despite being in foul trouble late in that fourth quarter, too, she had 4 fouls throughout that whole time. She managed to not foul out of the game, and there was no issues, actually, with keeping her in there and also keeping her intensity throughout the game.
Absolutely. And we still saw her going, into the paint and, taking those risks, setting herself up for those free throws.
Alrighty. Well, as that game wraps up, all right. Yeah, excellent game there. Alrighty, thank you guys for joining us for the women's basketball Mohawk game tonight. It was an exciting game, and we're going to have everyone join us later on tonight for the men's game that will be starting shortly. Thank you very much.
Have a wonderful one.